Welcome to the Nevis newscast for Thursday, April 13th, 2023. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. The Embassy of the Republic of China, Taiwan, has expressed appreciation to the National Assembly of St. Christopher and Nevis in support of Taiwan's quest to participate in international organizations. In a statement, the Taiwan Embassy says it welcomes and appreciates the St. Kitts and Nevis National Assembly's resolution supporting Taiwan's participation in international organizations, as well as recognizing the country's contribution in advancing global public health, fighting climate change and transnational crime, and spearheading the post-pandemic economic recovery. As a force for good, Taiwan strives to safeguard peace and stability and firmly upholds freedom and democracy. It cherishes the solidarity of friends, including St. Kitts and Nevis, and is committed to closer cooperation and partnership in pursuit of continued progress and shared prosperity. At a recent sitting of the lawmaking body, St. Kitts and Nevis's Prime Minister, the Honourable Dr. Terence Drew, moved a resolution endorsing the bid of the Republic of China, Taiwan, to participate in several international organizations. The resolution was seconded by Leader of the Opposition, the Honourable Mark Brantley. The resolution reads, the National Assembly of St. Christopher and Nevis endorses Republic of China on Taiwan's bids to participate in a professional, pragmatic and constructive manner in international and regional mechanisms and organizations such as the United Nations, the World Health Organization, United Nations Convention on Climate Change, the Criminal Police International Organization Interpol, and the International Civil Aviation Organization. The resolution was unanimously approved in the law-making body. The vision of the Ministry of Health's newly commissioned Behavioural Health and Wellness Centre is to create a safe, welcoming space for persons living with psychological and emotional challenges. The centre will provide person-centered therapeutic interventions to achieve optimal and holistic wellness, so noted counsellor at the centre, Macmillan Coffey, during the recently held unveiling ceremony.
The entire population of Nevis access free psychotropic drugs provided in the government pharmacies in the categories of antipsychotic, antidepressant, mood stabilizers, anxiolytic, and anti-epileptic medication. Counseling services to include individual, couples, and family therapy, daily community visits, and medication management and distribution, weekly psychiatric consultations, island-wide community clinics, weekly occupational therapy, prison outreach, school-based mental health literacy training, professional development, and continued education training.
The lack of anonymity and privacy experienced in small populations prevents people from accessing the necessary mental health services, the counsellor noted.
Mental health disorders and substance use-related stigma, including that which exists in the healthcare system and among healthcare providers, is a major barrier to accessing treatment, a source for poor quality physical care, and a key impediment to recovery for persons with mental health disorders. These barriers are troubling and unfortunate because effective treatment exists for almost all mental health conditions, and partial or full recovery is a very real possibility for everyone. This mental health unit is geared towards enriching lives, promoting wellness, well-being and recovery from psychological and emotional disorders through education, awareness, advocacy, and sensitivity training. This is all in an effort to break the stigma and discrimination of mental health and increase access to treatment and services for persons living with mental health conditions while at the same time promoting a sense of serenity and a safe environment which brings out our clients' greatest potential.
Coffee appealed to the general public to help reduce the stigma and discrimination and change the negative attitudes towards persons living with mental health conditions. Still to come, Prime Minister Drew attends annual meetings of World Bank Group and International Monetary Fund. The details after this break.
Truly, one of the few places that has an untouched beauty that has captivated the hearts of many. Nevis is everything you imagine.
Welcome back. Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, the Honorable Dr. Terence Drew, traveled with a delegation to Washington, D.C. on Tuesday, April 11th, 2023 for the World Bank Spring Meetings 2023. Attending the meetings with the Prime Minister are Naima Hazel, Permanent Secretary in the Prime Minister's Office, and Versely Francis, Director of Fiscal Affairs and Policy in the Ministry of Finance. The activities for this year will take place in Washington, D.C. from April 10th to 16th, 2023. The World Bank Group and the International Monetary Fund spring meetings of the Boards of Governors bring together central bankers, ministers of finance and development, legislators, business executives, members of civil society organizations, and academics to discuss global issues such as the outlook for the world economy, the fight against poverty, economic development, and the efficacy of aid. Seminars, regional briefings, press conferences, and several other events devoted to the global economy, international development, and financial system are also included. While in Washington, D.C., the Prime Minister will be hosting a diaspora meeting with Kitishan and Division nationals living in the Washington, D.C., Maryland, Virginia area on Saturday, April 15th from 4 to 6 p.m. The meeting will be held at the Embassy of St. Kitts and Nevis, 3216 New Mexico Avenue, Northwest, Washington, D.C. Prime Minister Drew will travel to Trinidad and Tobago on Sunday, April 16th, for the CARICOM Symposium on Crime and Violence in his capacity as Minister of National Security, accompanied by Permanent Secretary in the Prime Minister's Office, Naima Hazel. The Honorable Congress Maynard has been appointed Acting Prime Minister in his absence. The Nevis Health Promotion Unit is inviting the general public to the TDC Health Fair slated for Friday, April 14th. Teresia Herbert, Education and Prevention Officer at the Health Promotion Unit, provides the details.
The Health Promotion Unit, in collaboration with TDC and Taiwan ICDF, will be hosting the TDC Health Fair this Friday, April 14th from 9 a.m. through 5 p.m. The event is being held in honor of World Health Day 2023 and in honor of TD's 50th celebration.
Herbert outlined some of the services that will be offered at the fair.
We are inviting the general public to come out and take advantage of the health services being offered, including health screenings, dental screenings, and rapid HIV testing, all being offered free of cost. We are also very excited to have partnered with the Alexandra Hospital Lab to be hosting the first ever blood donor drive. The purpose of the drive being to register more volunteer blood donors that the lab can have access to in times of emergencies. At the event, when someone registers to become a blood donor volunteer, a sample of blood will be taken and the blood group or blood type will be given to the registrant. The sample will be taken back to the lab for further testing. Within a week, if the person is eligible to become a blood donor volunteer, A blood donor card will be issued.
The fair will also feature CPR demonstrations, massages, and a Zumba session, and offer members of the general public information pertaining to their health and well-being. The event will be held from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Friday at the Longstone Building parking lot, which is located behind TDC Financial Services, adjacent to the Red Cross building. And that's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Thank you for viewing.